Hello and welcome today at Marketing Monday session and on a very interesting topic that is the real investment is marketing, sales are the results. And I'm Naveen Singhal, the Chief Experience Officer with Techplus Media and your host for the day. So before I introduce you to our esteemed guest, let me just set the context for our discussion. Investment, the real investment is marketing and sales are the return. It is an important concept to understand when running a business, marketing helps to create awareness, attract customers, and increase sales. While sales is the return on the marketing investment. Now, to understand this concept in detail, we have with us a very eminent guest, Mr. Ram Pawar, APAC marketing leader, IBM Consulting. Ram Pawar is an expert on the power of the real investment in marketing and sales. With the wealth of experience and insight on the topic, he is uniquely positioned to discuss how marketing and sales can together work to achieve the success. Join us as we explore the importance of marketing and sales and how investing in both can generate powerful returns. Welcome, Ram, to the Marketing
Thank you.
Monday sessions of CXOTV. So
Thank
I
you,
have
Naveen.
introduce you a bit, and I would like to introduce yourself for let's say for some time so that my viewers get a better idea that they would be interacting or listening a think tank of IBM and India.
Mhm. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you for the opportunity. So, hi, everyone. I'm Ram Pawar. I am leading IBM Consulting Marketing for Asia Pacific business. And I have over 16 years of experience, mostly in marketing, in IBM and earlier with Tata Consultancy Services. So, I would like to share my experience with this audience to make this useful conversation, and so that you take out some points which help you in your journey to be a more effective marketer.
Certainly, Ram. So I would start some questions for you. So Ram, we would like to first hear from you. Like, what are your thoughts as when we say that marketing is a real investment and sales are the return? I mean, what strategies you found the most effective when it comes to the marketing and sales?
Okay. Now, I think it's a very pertinent question between marketing and sales. And I think it starts with even the ROI, before even the ROI, the importance of marketing. I would put it this way. Right. So, marketing plays a very pivotal role in success of any organization. Studies over the years have proven that 60 to 70% of sort of knowledge a customer will gain before they talk to a seller, right? So marketing has done the job if you're there in his mind, right? So it is that important, right? So eventually marketing enables sales, and marketing enables brand, marketing enables trust, and it positions your company, your product or a service in sort of the minds of the customer, right? Now, coming to the effectiveness and the ROI of marketing, which is what Naveen's question was, what I think, see, everyone knows marketing has limited budgets, and with large organizations like us in IBM, we have that challenge, and I know every large or small organization would have that challenge. I think to make it more effective, I have a couple of sort of I can share a few pointers which you can take back, right? How effectively you can use marketing to know your customers, right? Know your market. Eventually, that helps you to segment the right set of target audience you have. So you can't have broad-based marketing; you have to have niche marketing. So I think if you do that effectively with data and tools and processes, I think that is one big aspect of knowing your customer, so that you design your product or service according to them, and then reach out to them, right? So that's point one. The other, I would say, then is to reach to them to the right channels, and whether it is about awareness, building relationship, or eventually capturing mindset or interest and then revenue. You have to be very clear on the channels which are effective for your sort of organization. Like for us, it is very B2B centric, and for us, a very account focused. And in the consulting business, it is a very account focused and a CXO level audience we go after. So marketing has to determine that exact segment and the channel we are going after. Then point number 3 I will make is that the ownership for marketing outcomes should be equally distributed between sales and marketing. It is not like marketing versus sales, it is marketing and sales. So the whole ROI, the matrix measurement should be seamless between tied up back into the sales measurement system as well. We've seen that to be more effective now in IBM. We are getting much more tighter on this, and that is showing results. Right. The point number 4 I will make, for effective marketing and ROI, you need a strong technology stack. Right? Be it your campaign management system, be it your demand generation system, or even the analytics system. A very strong tech stack is, I would say, imperative to marketing success and marketing's ROI. So it's not about number of people, it is about the right tech stack which can then deliver the right ROI for you. And then at the end, I would say marketing is also about creativity. So keep on, continue to try, test, iterate on your campaigns. It is easy to sort of run away from failures, but I would say try out, fail fast, and change and iterate. So with that, I would say this are some of the mantras to get more sort of out of your limited marketing investment, which I guess everyone has in these days. Okay.
Well, that was really, insightful thought. So, another question is that, what do you advise to have for businesses to looking for maximizing the return in their marketing investments? The question that next question would be like, what changes or trends you have observed in the marketing landscape since you took over as APAC marketing leader? I'm sure with the geographical boundary, the
Yeah.
marketing strategies would also differ a little.
Absolutely. So I've done a lot of roles for global organizations. I've done a lot of North America roles. I've done EMEA focused roles. And then I took APAC focused marketing role last year. And since then, a lot has changed. Even the geopolitical conditions, the situations across the Western world and the developed world has changed. So I think from a marketing perspective, what has changed, I've seen that we are in a high growth market in APAC. Talk about India or now China also coming out of the pandemic. ASEAN countries, especially like Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Vietnam, they're showing high growth, double-digit growth, right? So there is, and then we have some of mature markets like Australia, which is also showing sort of signs of recovery. Now, with all that said, there is a lot of investment flowing into marketing, and there is a lot of focus to grow these markets for business, and thus marketing to enable is getting a lot of focus and investment. So that's, I would say, point number 1 I've seen. The other thing which we've seen it's good that we are out of the pandemic now. More and more face-to-face activities are happening. Over the last 6 months, a lot of investment, especially from the kind of business I lead, consulting, IBM. It is more face-to-face interaction we invest in. So bring in our experts and leaders in front of our clients, be it through events, be it through analyst interactions. But yes, a lot of face-to-face events have increased. And large events are back. So I've seen that change after 3 years. Much respite from the 3 years time frame we've all gone through. And I've also seen topics like sustainability, security, right? AI, for that matter. It's top of the mind for everyone, and every large organization, be it any industry, is grappling with these major topics, and they are major IT drivers. By the way, I represent an IT organization for marketing, so they are. So the discussion is not just at the IT audience. The discussion is at a board level for, say, a cybersecurity issue, right? It could just demolish a company or a brand in one night, right? So it is that important. And similarly, sustainability with the climate change. So some of these topics, right, which are more pertinent than just selling products or solutions, are more important to marketing, and for companies like IBM to stand up in the market and have a perspective on these are getting increasingly important. And I would say the other change I've seen that it is also about the co-marketing or marketing with the ecosystem or through our channels, which has seen a lot of prominence, because with the high growth market, we've seen a lot of partners in our countries. Like, for example, a company like IBM cannot be too deep down into Philippines or Vietnam. So we need a lot of partners to go in there. And thus, a lot of marketing is happening with these partners and through these partners. So that's how I would sort of gel between how the conditions in APAC as a high growth market have influenced the actions we are taking in marketing in general and from an IBM perspective.
First of all, thank you. You are really giving a lot of emphasis on the new things, and I'm sure the new tech marketers would learn from you. So, what role do you think technology plays and would play in future in effective marketing and sales strategy?
Okay. So I think technology, as I was even iterating, sort of the start of it um, is the mantra for success for any marketing organization today, right? It's not about the digital marketing. We know that's one of the outcomes of technology. But if you look at marketing today is as much as an art or a creative field, equally important is the science part of marketing, the whole aspect of knowing your customer, knowing your market, knowing your product, knowing your touch points, measuring outcomes, right? So the whole science of marketing has become so much important that technology is, and in the marketing terms, we call it martech, right? So for any marketing organization to be a successful marketing organization, the martech has to be the latest and the best in terms of, do you have the data and the analytics of your customers, your partners, right? The marketing investments you're making, how does it relate to sales, right? Data, as an example. Do you have marketing automation system? How are you running your campaigns? Is it more manual, more automated, right? Is your marketing automation system talking to your CRM? So are you seamlessly connected to sales, to the point I was making, that it is to have joint responsibility. So your martech, including your automation system, have to be connected. Are you measuring your outcomes? So if you have the right systems and processes, I think it is, as they say, people, process, and technology. In the marketing parlance, martech enables marketers to be more creative than being more manual, so that they can have time to think rather than spending time on spreadsheets and PowerPoints, right? And then in terms of processes, with the automation of some of the systems I said, it makes life simpler for marketers, and that's when they can focus on real outcomes, and they can start thinking about the customers they are reaching to, right? Rather than the operational challenges they get into.
Absolutely, yes. And I would just ask a quick question that, in your opinion, what are the most important things to consider when measuring the success of a marketing campaign? Because a lot of marketers say that when I should consider a marketing campaign as a successful campaign.
Yeah, I think a lot of people look at ROIs in different forms in marketing, and eventually there are models of how you would say the growth in sales versus how much the influence came, right? So in IBM, as an example, we have a funnel management system, right? We measure the effectiveness of marketing from top of the funnel in terms of brand awareness, relevance for the IBM brand, IBM Consulting brand, the relationships we've made into our top accounts across the board, and how do we stand in terms of our brand to our competition. So there is like the top of the funnel metrics we have very clearly. But then as we sort of proceed down the funnel, the effectiveness of marketing is the influence marketing is having on new lead generation or new pipeline generation, right? And be it a B2B scenario or a B2C scenario, there are different modes of doing it, because for us, it is a more focused target audience, named clients. So it is about how much sort of post our tactics, there is a so by the way, we use some of the top leading marketing automation systems in IBM, like Adobe, and we are effectively measuring how each of our tactic and our campaign connects back to a lead being created in a certain days after the marketing tactic. So I think the whole measurement construct can be debated, but at the end, I would say even in marketing, if you can't measure it, you're not doing it.
Absolutely
right. Right. So that's how that is how important it has become. And to the point of science of marketing, right? It is not just the creative part. You have to measure all outcomes, be it your advertising from your impressions to your event outcomes to actual leads created. Right. So that's how I would put the effectiveness of or ROI of marketing.
Certainly, Ram. Now to conclude, how has your experience as an ATech marketing leader at IBM Consulting helped you and the company to understand the importance of real investment in marketing? I mean to say, people should not see marketing as a cost, but marketing as an investment. So, what is your say on that?
So I'll again mix my experience from the industry and with some examples from IBM. I would say the importance of marketing has grown to many folds in IBM, and even large matrixed or huge organizations like IBM. It has always been challenging to meet the requirements of every part of the business, right? So as an example from the business I represent, we run sort of IBM Consulting delivers strategy consulting, experience consulting, technology and operations, and there are multiple offerings underneath, right? But we can't market everything, right? So the change I've seen as in the importance of, in context of the importance of marketing is, as we've been, so we are moving towards, or we have moved towards being more targeted, right? So it is about prioritization. In the past 2 years, we have hyper prioritized on the top accounts, on the markets we have direct marketing in, on the channels we can go after, right? And the offerings and the use cases we can take take sort of in front of our customers from a marketing perspective. As we say, we cannot market everything, right? In the whole bucket of things we have.
Correct.
So being prioritized and now being effectively showing the outcome of each tactic we are doing. I think in IBM and in general, that's how it will work in any organization. We have raised the importance of marketing to an extent that now in every major sales enablement which happens in IBM, a marketing leader stands up to talk about the marketing plan in the first hour. It is not like something at the last, right? So the importance of marketing, and kudos to our leadership at Global and in APAC, has I would say quadrupled, has really transformed over the couple of years that I have observed, especially in IBM. Yeah. So to your point, I would say that eventually marketing's importance is to deliver growth, right? And there is hardly any organization who can deliver high growth or who can deliver growth without marketing. It is very imperative to deliver growth.
Absolutely right.
So that's why it's an investment. That's why it's an investment. Yeah. Okay.
So, thank you so much, Ram, for your for answering the last question. And I would say that real investment lies in the marketing and sales are simply the returns. Therefore, companies should invest more in marketing in order to drive sales and build a stronger foundation for their business. Overall, we can say that with a comprehensive marketing and sales strategy, businesses can actually maximize their returns in form of sales. So thank you very much, Ram. And I request everyone to follow our CXO TV and our Marketing Mondays on our CXO TV news channel. Thank you very much.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.